Hi YouTube, my name is Saraan and welcome back to my channel, Investing with Saraan. As you can see, from the last 2 months, I really haven't been posting anything. And this is because I got schoolwork, had my co-op, didn't have that much time just to record these videos. But I'm back like Jordan, and I'm going to give you more of these videos.
Michael Jordan is back.
Now, let's roll to the video. It's finally April, and we can finally move past one of the worst months of this year for growth investors. If you remember, somewhere around mid-March was when we had that big stock crash of 2020. And this really put everyone into panic mode when it first happened. Stocks were hitting all-time lows within the past few years, and it was very concerning for individuals. Fortunately, this month was not as bad, but there were a lot of corrections that were happening during the month. Personally, for me, some of my growth stocks such as Alibaba and Apple took a big hit. For me, Apple is currently at break even in the month of March, and Alibaba is currently at a loss. But if you're a person with a long-term outlook, you'll look at this opportunity to dollar cost average and bring the average cost of your stocks down. Positive for this month is that dividend investors such as myself have actually done decently well with the dividends that came in March. If you don't know what a dividend is, you can always check out the top right corner, and that will redirect you to my educational video about dividends, and you'll learn more about them. As I said, March was a great dividend month for me. It actually was a record high of dividends and the amount that I got in my whole investing career. So, stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how much I actually got in the month of March. In total, I got paid out 11 different times in dividend payments, and it was a great outlook on what I could buy with the additional cash I received if I didn't reinvest it into my portfolio. Before getting into that video, I want to introduce you to Wealthsimple Trade.
If you want to start being a partial owner of several companies as well and want to earn dividends, use the link in the description or use a code on the right of the screen. This code is a referral link for Wealthsimple. Wealthsimple is a commission-free investing platform that is great for beginners and those who do not like paying fees for purchasing stocks. By depositing and trading at least $100 worth of stocks, we both get $10 for free.
But enough talking, let's go straight into the video. Welcome back YouTube. Here we are on my Quest Trade and my Wealthsimple portfolio. It's currently sitting around $14,000, and we'll see how we did in the month of March. So let's dive into the month of March to look at our dividends. My first payment in March was from the ticker symbol FTSTO. FORTIS is one of my favorite long-term stocks that I have in my portfolio. It is a leader in regulated gas and the electric utility industry in North America. And best of all, it's paying a healthy dividend which gets increased every year. I currently have 11 shares of FORTIS, which pays me out $3.51 for the month of March. It pays a dividend every quarter, and this brings my total to $3.51 for the month of March. My second dividend payment in March was from the ticker symbol ENBTO. Many things can be said about ENBRIDGE, whether it's talking about their high payout ratio or the future of the company. By looking at it from a purely dividend standpoint, ENBRIDGE is one of the best dividend stocks that will constantly give you a great dividend every quarter other than banks. This is one of my largest positions in my portfolio, and I bought it for a dividend and a recovery play for this pandemic. I have 54 shares of this company, and it pays me out $44.26 this month. This was less than my December payment video by about $10. This is because I wanted to cut down on my position in January and diversify a little bit more. This quarterly paying stock brings my total to $47.77. My third dividend payment in March was from the ticker symbol ZYC.TO. This ETF holds a majority of the TSX's best dividend stocks with names such as ENBRIDGE, CIBC, VNS, and many others. Personally, I don't think I'll be adding more into this ETF as I already have enough of VDY, which covers TSX's best dividend stocks. Therefore, I sold this ETF for some profit and looked to put the money elsewhere. But overall, this monthly ETF paid me $1.21 which brings my total to $48.98. My fourth dividend payment was from RIOCAN Real Estate Investment Trust, ticker symbol REI-UNTO. If you don't know what this company is, then I'll tell you. It is a real estate investment trust that has a majority of customers from the commercial areas. I've also chosen this as a solid dividend play with their monthly dividends, as well as a recovery play when commercial areas permanently stay open without having to be shut down every other month. At this time of recording, I have 70 shares of RIOCAN and it pays monthly, which is healthier than before as they have cut down their high dividend yield. I'm continuing to add anything under $20 and hope to reach $100 soon. In total, I received $5.60 from this dividend, which brings my total to $54.58. My fifth dividend payment was from Vanguard FTSE Canadian High Dividend Yield Index ETF, ticker symbol VDY.TO. This ETF is currently my best performing ETF in terms of total gain in dollar amount. This ETF holds many strong dividend players within the TSX market. Their top 10 holdings include Royal Bank of Canada, the Toronto Dominion Bank, ENBRIDGE, Bank of Nova Scotia, Bank of Montreal, TC Energy Corp, Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, BC Inc., MANULIFE Financial Corp, and Nutrient Ltd. From the day I'm recording, I have 39 shares altogether, but I plan to buy more and add to this position after selling out of ZYC.TO. This brings our dividend total from VDY to $6.30. Within the monthly dividend received from VDY, my current total for the month of March is $60.88. My sixth dividend payment was from SMARTCENTRES REIT, ticker symbol SRU/UN.TO. If you don't know what this company is, then I'll tell you. It's a real estate investment trust as well that has a majority of its customers from big box stores. This includes Walmart, Home Depot, and many others. I've also chosen this as a solid dividend play with their monthly dividends as well as their recovery play, as REITs took a big hit as customers got laid off from their job. At the time of recording, I have 11 shares of SmartCentres Real Estate Investment Trust and it pays out monthly. I'm continuing to add anything under $28 or $30 and hope to reach 25 shares soon. In total, I received $1.70 from this dividend, which brings my total to $62.58. My seventh dividend payment in March was from the ticker symbol MFC.TO. This stock is a Canadian multinational insurance company and financial service provider that I see having a great long-term growth. This is one of my newest positions in my portfolio, and I continue to buy more as more people need houses over the long-term period and need mortgages. I currently have 6 shares of this company, and since then, it's doubled the amount. MANULIFE pays me $1.68 for this month, and its quarterly paying stocks brings my total to $64.26. My 8th dividend payment was from iShares S&P/TSX Composite High Dividend Index ETF, ticker symbol XEI.TO. I have 3 shares of XEI.TO and it has a dividend yield of 5.02%, which is great as well. Unfortunately, most of its holdings are very similar to my VDY ETF, which is why I really want to sell it now. It's also held in my Questrade account, unfortunately, which charges a commission fee for any selling or buying that I do, which I really don't like. My plan for now is to hold it as long as it gives me dividends every month, and it has already increased 30% in the market. In total, I received 23 cents from this dividend, which brings my total to $64.49. My 9th dividend payment was from iShares S&P/TSX Canadian Dividend Aristocrats Index ETF Common Class ticker symbol CDZ.TO. That's a mouthful for sure. I have 9 shares of CDZ.TO and it has a dividend yield of 3.91%, which is great as well. In total, I received 71 cents from this dividend, which brings my total to $65.20. My 10th dividend payment was from iShares Canadian Select Dividend Index ETF, also known as the XDV.TO ticker. This ETF covers very similar stocks to CDZ.TO and VDY.TO, and personally I'm thinking of selling this stock soon for profit. I currently only have 3 shares of this stock and it's already gone up by 30% since September. But this monthly dividend paid me 18 cents, which brings my total to $65.38. My 11th and final dividend payment was from another favorite of mine, ticker symbol CNR.TO. Canadian National Railways is a freightway freight railway company that serves Canada and Midwestern to the southern United States by offering goods. It is a monthly paying dividend that has exposure to the United States mentioned before. I want to increase my position in the stock in the long term and try for 10 to 12 more shares. In total, I received $1.85 from CNR, which is an increase from last December. With that $1.85, it brings my grand total to $67.23 in the month of March. After adding up all 11 dividend payments, the grand total would be $67.23. That was a great way to wrap up March's horrid week for growth stocks. I'm hoping we can add to our success and earn more dividends in the rest of 2021. I'm honestly trying to add more dividend kings and aristocrats to this portfolio to gain more passive income. Hopefully, by doing this, I can continually earn compound interest on my investments and end up achieving my goal of $1,000 in monthly dividends. If you guys want to join my dividend journey and learn some concepts of investing, punch that subscribe button and drop a like. Remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. It's been Saraan, and join me in the next video with Investing with Saraan. If you want to learn more about stocks, click the video on the right to learn more about dividends. If you want to see how I did for my last dividend video in December, click on the video on the left.